In this repair video, I do my best Britney Spears impression.
Oh baby, baby.
I accidentally fry a resistor. And I should have practiced a little more. But let's start from the beginning. My neighbors have a little kid and he really likes to play his piano. I've heard him happily play just about every evening for the last couple of months, but all of a sudden he skipped a night. The next day his keyboard was standing by the side of the road. So what you gonna do but help this kid and make his music play again? So there's a lot of wires here and everything looks quite fragile, so we have to tread carefully here. Only 2 wires are loose, but how on earth are we going to figure out where they should go? Let's remove this little PCB and see if we can find any traces of where the wires might have been connected previously. After inspecting the board for quite a while, being careful not to break any other connections, I found 2 spots on the PCB that looked like something had been connected there. So let's just have a go and solder the wires over there. Well, that did do exactly nothing, so let's examine further after desoldering the wires again. One of the loose wires is the plus from the batteries. Let's see where that might go by touching the board. When touching the wire to the other PCB, I got some sound. Sorry that it is not in view, but you'll see the other board later in detail, because that one has a few surprises for us examining it more closely. So after soldering the wire to the other board, we have sound. That's progress. But when we play it, there are no lights whatsoever, and when we open it up again, some smoke arises from the board. When examining the other board, it shows lots of corrosion, so maybe that creates a short somewhere and makes one of the components on the first board smoke. So let's clean the corrosion. So now we have sound, but no lights. Let's investigate further. Because the lights don't light up, why don't we solder the second loose wire directly to the lights? So now we have sound and lights. Did we fix it? Let's assemble everything and do a final test. That's a bummer. Lights but no sound. Since we did see some smoke, we may have burnt a component. Let's see what could be broken. We have a transistor on the board and it's quite generic. I have a spare, so let's replace it. Unfortunately, that didn't do the trick, but while soldering the new transistor, I did find our little smoke generator. It's quite hard to see what this has been, but it seems to have some bands and it measures 10 ohms on a multimeter. So how about we put in a replacement resistor? I haven't got a 10 ohms resistor, but let's see what a 100 ohm resistor does. And we have sound and lights. Great! But I may have bypassed the on-off switch because it makes no difference whether it is switched on or off now. That may be because we soldered the plus wire directly to the board. Let's solder it to the switch. That is the most logical place to solder it anyway. And nothing again. The wire we soldered directly to the lights previously, which comes from the switch, might not be correctly soldered onto the second board. When I touch the resistor we just replaced with that wire, the keyboard starts playing. So let's solder it before the resistor so it gets 5 volts when the unit is switched on and powers the main board. I put on a little bit of glue to make the bond slightly stronger. And that finally fixed the keyboard. The sound, the lights and the on-off switch work as it is supposed to. That was quite a lot of trial and error, but with a bit of persistence we managed to get the kids' piano working again. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and I hope you will join me for the next repair. Bye then!